Hi everyone, it's Brooke with Nightbird Tarot. I'm doing an impromptu magical night walk and talk. It's nighttime. I'm alone in my house, and for all that have been following my magical walk and talks the last few months, I have spoken about the events that have occurred in this house, and I've lived here almost a year. Everybody that lives in this house has experienced some sort of paranormal phenomena. Tonight, things are something, the jig is up. Something's going on. So, oh my God. Anyway, I'm here by myself for circumstances beyond my control. And I'm going to try to capture something on video just as a testament or a testimony. I was outside earlier. I'm going outside. You can't see me. Oh my God, there's a skunk. Did you guys see that? The skunk's outside. Oh my God, I hope I got that on video. That's Grandpa Skunk, and he's outside because I put a bag of kitty litter out there. Big mistake. Anyway, not going outside now. So we've lived here almost a year. The history of this house is, it was built in 1992. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 level, has a basement. There's a little crawl space, but that's it. Oh my God. Anyway, I need to light some, I gotta light some sage or something. So anyway, we've lived here almost a year, and I'm a little freaked out, so I'm videotaping just to make myself relax and also to see if I capture anything else. So we've lived here almost a year, right? Really? So when we moved in, the occupants of this house apparently had lived here for like 7 years. And apparently it's a sad story that occurred, but this is a rental. And I Googled the house itself, and there have been like at least 16 to 20 families that have lived in this home since it was built. I think it was built and then it was sold and has been used as a rental because I asked the landlord for like the last 17 years. That's a lot of occupants, right? So, where's my incense? Anyway, I'm losing my mind. So we had some really strange things happen when we first moved in. I'm talking about like the first day. No joke. Where's my sage? So anyway, I'm not going to go into detail because I'm freaked out already. But anyway, so we heard knocking, we heard things being dropped very loudly, lights would turn off and on, shadows, things would kind of disappear, you know, but it wasn't, it sounded like something was in the basement. I saw a shadow one time in the basement. We heard balls going down the steps, children talking, children laughing. What else? This is just the last year. Well, things have been relatively quiet the last 4 or 5 months. And a lot of that has to do with a certain individual that was living here who was just a negative, that's a kitten, negative energy. That wasn't the ghost, that was a kitten. But I have a feeling that whatever's here, there's more than one thing. And And, I do my readings here, I pray here, I smudge here, and I'm a spiritual person. And so and I'm not paranoid, like I want to invite it in, but I pick up on these things. And, we have children, they've noticed things. So anyway, so this evening, here, I'm going to put you down here for a second if I can. So, that's a nice view. So this evening, hi. So this evening, I'm outside, which I normally like to do, and it's dark. I had a candle lit, and I'm sitting there. And I'm sitting there hanging out, having a little cocktail, as moms do, 'cause there are no children with me at the moment. And I only had one. And I'd been out there for at least 45 minutes. This is white sage incense. I don't know where my white sage smudge stick is, but this is comparable if you ever want to get. The incense is very comparable in terms of cleansing. White sage by Hem, if you don't have a sage stick. I found this on Amazon. Oh my God, my nerves. So anyway, here we go. So tonight, I'm sweating. Oh my God. Tonight I'm sitting outside. Tonight I'm sitting outside, and I sit next to a lilac bush. And it's just a real, magical spot. And I love this lilac bush because when I was growing up, where my grandparents lived, they had a fleet of lilac bushes. And so it's like a little magical spot for me. So it's today's Thursday, and it's 10:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the time this loads, it might be like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sitting out there, and on the right side of me, right in my ear, and I'm like right up against the bush, right in my ear, a voice, and it didn't really sound male and it didn't really sound female, said, "Hi." And I'm sitting there and I'm like, and it's dark out except for this little tea light candle that I had. A few seconds later, "Hi." And I'm sitting there, and I jumped up and I turned the flashlight on my cell phone, and I turned it around and I looked to see if there was an actual person there, because it's a bush and there's a hill where anybody can walk up on, but I didn't see anything. I didn't hear any movement. And I just said, And I grabbed my stuff and I ran into the house. And I'm just like, what in the world? And it wasn't an evil thing. It wasn't mean. It was like saying hi to me. Kind of like, hi. But it was not, I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear hi. So, and I've actually been bold enough to say to the landlord, has anybody died in this house? Because we think the house is haunted. We think there's things going on here. "Oh, you have mice." It's my West Virginia accent. "You have mice. It's just mice." Okay, we have 5 cats. If there's any mice that are left, we have 3 outdoor cats right now and 2 kittens. Neuter and spay your pets. If there are any mice in this house, and I have never once seen a mouse, and we kind of live out in the country, it is not a mouse that spoke into my ear. It is not a mouse that was making large banging sounds. It's not a mouse that we hear walking upstairs in the crawl space. It's not a mouse that was knocking on things. It's not a mouse that was turning on the lights. It's not a mouse that's shadows that we see shadow people of. It's not a mouse. And I don't feel threatened, and I've actually talked to it. I've talked to it a few times the last 12 months. And I do my spiritual thing here. I smudge, I sage, I Florida water, I pray, I do my tarot readings here. And I always send up a prayer of protection with every reading that I do, even on YouTube, because that's so important. Because you're opening up a portal to a spiritual realm in a lot of ways. And you do need to psychically protect yourself. I really believe in that. So, and it wasn't something that seemed evil. It was more curious about me. It was kind of like, hi. I was not up for the high. I was not. Here's, okay, that's the door. Oh God, it's a cat at the door. I'm so freaked out right now. You have no idea. Come on. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to drive to the convenience store and buy a beer. Oh my God. I mean, the last 2 weeks I've been alone in this house, and it's not, and I've been fine. I've slept like a baby. I'm more relaxed in this house than I was a year ago. And here's Mama Cat and Kitten. You's crazy. You are crazy. Anyway, I'm okay. It's just, why it came to the right side of me, I don't know. Somebody here. Oh, it's fireworks. Oh my God. I'm hearing, in West Virginia, it's only June 22nd. 2 to 3 weeks before 4th of July, they start setting off fireworks. They do. Summer's here. It's like, so I just wanted to share that guy with you guys. It's my magical night and freak out talk. If anybody has any kind of knowledge as to what that was or why they want to communicate with me outside in the dark. I mean, I wasn't sitting in the dark. I had a candle, but nonetheless, oh my God. I'm okay. I'm not even really freaked out. I'm just kind of like, that was so bizarre. And that's the first time, other than hearing children talk and laugh. And I've heard children cry in this house that weren't my kids, like little children, that I've heard anything audible, but that's the first time it's ever communicated directly to me. So anyway, and as a tarot reader, I've actually contacted a paranormal group about this place, and when I mentioned that I read tarot cards, I was so insulted by what they said to me. Well, you're probably inviting evil into the home. I'm like, really? You're opening up a gateway or a portal to anything. And I'm thinking, you're a paranormal investigator. I think maybe I've talked about this before, and I just could not for the life of me understand that. I've been doing readings now for 24 years, and this is probably the second time in my life I've had anything speak to me like that. And I've had the most truly evil experience that I've ever had, which was truly with some sort of entity about 21 years ago. And I wasn't even doing the cards back then. I just kind of was doing whatever. But yeah. So something's definitely here. And it's not a typical looking haunted house. There's activity in this house. Something has gone down here. Something spiritually attached to the land. Something spiritually attached to the home. At nighttime in the kitchen, around 11:30 at night, the fridge will be knocking. You'll see shadows peek around the corner. And now I refer to it as Grandma is in the kitchen. So, anyway, I wanted to record this as evidence in case I'm not around tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I kind of feel better talking about it. I'm vlogging. It's my paranormal vlog tonight. And I'm sweating. I'm a big old mess. But I'm going to end this video now, go down to the H Mart, and get myself a cocktail because, oh my God, I mean, and I told, when I came inside, I said, look, the way to approach me is not to do it that way. Don't whisper high into my ear while I'm sitting outside by myself in the dark. Not cool. So I'm actually relatively calm now. And the house is quiet, minus the crazy cats. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was entertaining. And yeah, leave me your comments below if anybody watches this. All right, love you guys. Many blessings, and I'll speak to you soon.